street rat.
You're in big trouble, though, pal. I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
What? Okay!
I can't stand myself.
We are back, the Somewhat Tipsy podcast, and we have Mario here today from Little Italy, and I'm telling you, this has been killing me because I've been smelling it for about 10 minutes now, and I've been doing everything I can not to just dive right in.
I think this is the first episode we had food.
It is.
We've had
This
a
is
lot
the
of
first
alcohol.
time you've had
First
food?
time we've
Yeah.
had food on the show.
I'm going to set the bar high for these guys
It
because
is.
that's a real deal right there.
I love it.
It is.
So, Mario, what are we looking at here? Because the smell, I know they can't smell it. The smell is amazing.
Well, the visuals will do most of it for you because you eat with your eyes first and then your nose and then obviously your mouth. So you got the margherita, the original pizza that was invented in Naples, Italy. It was originally a street pie. It was just it was peasant food is what it was. It was called a street food. And I don't know the years. I think it was the 14th century, whatever. The Medicis had the big money thing going on, and the Queen of Naples wanted to put together this big festivity, and she wanted all of the best foods. So the street guy brought his, put it out there. Everybody had their food out there, and the queen went up and said, I don't know what this is, but I love it. What is it called? And he said, Queen Margherita. It's called the Margherita. And that's how the Margherita was invented. And then
Queen Margarita.
Queen
Margherita.
Queen, yeah, she was the queen of Naples. Naples was its own country back in the day. And then you got the lasagna della nonna. Mom makes the lasagna with our homemade meatballs, our homemade sauce. I don't put any sugar in my sauces or my doughs or my flour, none of that. I use a non-bleached, non-bromated flours on all of the stuff. And then next to the lasagna, you got Mom's hand-rolled meatballs, which I know you've been salivating over the whole time. And then you have some bread you could dip in and sop up that sauce with the bread. We don't call it gravy, we call it sauce.
All right.
Gravy. Yeah, I like the word
That's
sauce.
a Jersey thing.
Yeah,
Gravy.
so it's
They
always...
messed
Gravy
it
to
up.
me is like biscuits and gravy. That's
pretty-
gravy.
yeah, that's what
That's not
gravy
sauce.
is.
It's not biscuits and sauce. Biscuits and gravy. This is sauce.
Yeah, that's sauce.
See, I grew up in Jersey, so it's always been gravy to me. Like I make my my gravy for my spaghetti. Like it takes me 3-4 hours.
It was
to
butchered.
cook
So my basic marinara cooks for 4 hours. That's that sauce right there. Then I got a bolognese that has the ground beef, and I do the celery and carrots and everything, and I slow cook that for 6+ hours. And then my ragu, which is where gravy came from because it's got the meats and stuff in it. My ragu, and my bolognese cook for 6+ hours. So that basic marinara is just tomatoes.
Yeah,
Cooks for 4+ hours.
that is delicious. I just tried that. I'm a
Wait till-
big
have a
big
meatball.
sauce.
Try it. Get in there.
Have a meatball. Bud.
I'm going for it.
Get in there. Don't be afraid.
So everything's homemade.
Everything.
Everything made from scratch. I
We're
mean,
scratch
you
kitchen.
buy from some of the same places as most of us, but it's all made homemade, made from scratch. It's
Right.
not just you take the meatball and throw it right in there. It's
Oh no.
hand rolled and handmade with your spices and stuff like that.
Correct. Mom's spices, and it's very simple. I mean, I can give you the recipe.
knife, Joe.
I've given many people
would
the
be nice.
recipe, and they still can't make it.
So you've even given the recipe on how.
Absolutely. I have no problem with that.
Really?
Not a problem. I'll show you.
Because most people don't like to give the recipe. That's
Listen.
the secret.
This recipe's been in our family 1400s, as far as we can tell, back in Naples, Italy. So this is stuff that we've been making forever. Now that meatball, everybody's like, "Oh, I put pork in mine. I put veal in mine. That's a ground beef meatball. It tastes like there's 10 different ingredients in there. It's just ground beef, slow cooked.
So yeah, I grew up in Jersey, so I always did the three meats for the meatball.
Yeah,
And it's just kind of how I was taught. My family, not Italian, we're Irish. But in Philly, where my family's from, a ton of Italians.
yeah.
So, my family's kind of adopted some recipes that they've gotten over the years. And like I said, 4 hours is pretty much what it takes me when I'm making it at home.
It's the right way to cook a sauce.
You got to slow cook it. I have the, bread, whatever kind of bread I have, any roll, I'm dipping it in.
Oh, yeah, the
I'm
whole
full
time.
by the time
the
it's
whole
done.
Time, yeah. Oh, that doesn't mean you can't eat again. It
Oh,
just
no.
means you're full. Yeah, yeah. You eat the whole time.
Uh-huh.
Jump into that lasagna.
Ooh, that is good. That is good.
Yeah,
I've been
that
there before. I
meatball's
love
good.
your
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
I come
the
there
food.
1 to 3
You know
times
the
a week,
food.
probably.
You know the
yeah.
food.
Oh yeah. And you're located on Beach Street right there in Daytona Beach.
240 South Beach Street, in between McKay's and Stavros is on the other side of me. We're right next door to the Cinematique and the new Christy B's Comedy Club. That's going.
How's that going? Is that open yet?
She's right on the cusp of opening. It's going to be.
Yeah,
a good
you guys
time.
are doing the food for that, aren't you?
And we're going to be doing bite foods and bar foods for them over there.
So they'll order from their menu technically,
Yep.
and then they'll order from you guys and do the kitchen for
and we'll
them.
make it easy. We'll make it easy for them.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's good. And they're gonna be open 2-3 days a week.
I don't know the exact specifics yet, but I know that they got some good stars coming. I don't know who, but I know they got some impressive people coming to do their stand up.
I'm excited. I think that'll be good. Good for both you guys because they'll come and
Absolutely.
eat before,
Of course.
eat afterwards.
Of course.
And you're full liquor. I think they're beer and wine, aren't they?
They're beer and wine. We're full liquor, yeah.
Full liquor,
So,
so
you can get completely slotched at
Gotta
my
cut a
place
little
and just
hole right in the
fall
middle and
over.
just come right back and forth.
That's how you should do a comedy show anyway.
Right. I mean, if they get funnier the more you drink. So make sure you're drinking a lot. Like tonight, we have karaoke at every Wednesday at Little Italy's. We have karaoke, and the more you drink, the better I sound when I sing out there. Because I sing.
You're
all the
pretty
time.
good. I've seen some of the Facebook
do all
videos
right.
and
I do all
Instagram.
right.
You're pretty much on
all
there.
right. I do all right.
You've been doing some more events. I see with some promoters and
Yeah.
stuff, which have been very, really
Oh, they've been huge.
beneficial. Been great. You did
They've been
the
huge.
Halloween one. And
The
then
Halloween one was big. The
Godfather
themed one.
dinner. That was awesome.
Fantastic.
Everybody came dressed up in like the Godfather. And this is before Halloween. Everyone came dressed up in like their suits and they're like, the whole Godfather, the family. Let's go to dinner.
Yeah.
There was probably 70, 80 people there at least when I was there.
Yeah, I think
Maybe more throughout the
I think
night.
it was over 100.
But when I was there was 60, 70 people there just eating drinks and people were coming and going.
Yep.
That's a great turnout.
No, it was a great time.
So are you seeing more events? Are you doing more events
We're
over
working
there?
on more events. Yeah, we're pushing our catering. We're pushing our events. I mean, I even rented out the restaurant. I get a couple of people that I'm still waiting to hear from that one group that
Yep.
you and I talked about. I catered a unit for I catered the whole restaurant. I shut down from 6 to 9 the other day for the art festival or the art society, the Daytona Art Society. I'll have a I know one for sure, maybe 2 Christmas parties that they're going to rent out the restaurant for the night. So
And those help. Those are great nights for you, great nights for them.
it's
That company,
yeah.
I call it the company money, but that company money because they have to spend it or need to spend it or want to spend it.
Right.
Either way you look at it, and it's great. It's that $5, $6, $7, $8, $10,000 night that helps them have a great time. Helps you because it puts some extra additional funds in the pocket, and it's just those are all around great. Like I tell us all the time, I'm a big event driven guy.
It's
I think
fantastic.
event after event after event. I try to make every day an event.
It's fantastic. It should be an event. And when people come to the restaurant, I'm on the line, but I go back out and I make sure everybody's happy with everything. Everybody's like, "Oh, that's fantastic what you do," and more people should do that. I don't know if it's great, if it's not great, or whatever. It's in my.
I'll tell you, it's 100% great. I think more owners, managers, even I get a working owner. You're a working owner, and there's not as many working owners as there should be or is. But
Right.
the manager should come out. The kitchen. I always say the cook, the head chef could come out. How is everything?
Right.
They're kind of like the celebrity of it. Even if they didn't cook anything, and they're behind, working the window or getting things out correctly, it's still their food.
Right.
And I would want to come out and see if people. How do you enjoy it? It wasn't cooked right. Let me make you another one. I mean, that
Exactly.
goes a long
Exactly.
way.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And you can figure out a problem before it happens. And sometimes those are your best customers. It'll be all the time. I've turned a negative customer into a positive customer into a regular.
That's the way it
Within
should be.
5-10 minutes.
Yes, that's the way it should be. Yesterday, I'll give you a perfect case scenario. I don't mind admitting I made a mistake. I don't have a problem with that. I'm honest to a fault. I had 2 pizzas. I was rolling dough because we were low on dough, so I'm rolling dough. I left the 2 pizzas in the oven too long, so they were both very well done. I wouldn't say they were burnt, but they were very well done. I said, send those pizzas out to those guys. Tell them to pick at it. I'm making them 2 more pizzas. And then I went out right after I was done rolling the dough, made them do 2 new pizzas, and went out and talked to them. And they were like, that was very nice of you to give us something to munch on. They said, thank you so much, and they're going to be back now.
Right. And did it cost you a few bucks? Sure. Did it cost you $5,
course it
$10,
did.
$15
Of course
in
it
cost?
did.
Yeah.
But you gain 2 customers, go, that's cool, we're coming back.
Right. They're not sitting there for another 15 minutes or whatever it took, to make those 2 extra pizzas or whatever. They have something in front of them.
And you admitted your fault. And sometimes
And
admitting is the best
100%
part.
admitted.
Yep.
No problem saying, I made a mistake. Here's my fault. I'm going to fix it for you. And I even offered, do you want to drink while you're waiting? Also, I don't have a problem with that.
And too many people get uptight because they don't like it.
Right.
And you can't get upset. You just can't. How are you seeing the food cost? Like, I mean, obviously,
It's through the
food
roof.
cost
It's
is
through
up,
the
up
roof.
and
It's
up.
through the roof. Yeah, it's higher than when I got in 4 years ago. And everybody in the restaurant just got a raise thanks to the minimum wage. I won't get into that, but
Yeah, that's killing us. It's killing restaurants.
it's killing everything. It's killing everything.
I mean, these restaurants that are doing $2-3 million a year, they just want $50,000 in payroll for the exact same payroll.
for the exact same payroll.
Right.
Yeah.
And
they're gone.
With
Gone.
me, it hasn't really hurt me on the minimum wage part, but the server minimum wage kills me.
6-1
Like that is killing me.
Well, your cooks, nobody makes minimum wage. for cooks.
No, and
Right.
I don't even pay the dishwashers minimum wage. I pay them over that. But
But it's the servers.
the
It's those
servers
eight
and the
servers
bartenders.
you have, 8
Jesus.
servers you have on just cost you $8 more an hour.
They're getting $12 an hour. I mean,
Yeah.
this is plus their tips.
What happened to $2.13 an hour? Does anybody
Oh,
remember
God,
$2.13 an
I
hour?
remember, I
love those
remember
days.
less than that. I remember $1.75.
Oh,
Do you know Nashville's still on $2.13 an hour?
Good for them.
yeah.
Good for them.
That's why you can have 8 bartenders on at
Good for
$2.13 an
them.
hour.
Sure. And they're going to get tipped.
Yep.
Yep. And then the day and age where if you don't have good customer service, you're not going to get clientele.
Right.
But it almost you can't afford to give the customer service, or you have to work harder and do more than what you had to before.
No, it's,
I don't think you necessarily do. I think it's about training. I think it's all
100
about training.
a lot of training.
You can train that server, take 5 tables instead of 4. Now you only need 8 servers instead of 9.
yeah.
Or 7 servers, and they can still all make money. And I think we're all having to think differently. Where you could just put 8 servers, three tables per server, we're going to be fine. Now you need 5 servers. They have to have 4 tables, but you have to train that customer service.
Well,
What
that's
kills-
the biggest thing about the customer service is so this is a real big pet peeve of mine. The server will go to the customer say, oh, well, this, and they'll just grab the plate and bring it back to me and say, hold on a second. This is what you ordered, sir. I'm not that callous where I'm like, screw you, you ordered it this way. But at least say, sir, you ordered this. I had a lady the other day, she ordered a martini and she wanted a Tito's in it. Well, she didn't like the way it tasted, so we're just going to take it off the bill. Well, she ordered Tito's. So I'm still going to charge you for the Tito's. I'll take off the other stuff, but I'm charging you for the Tito's. Just say it like that. Oh, I need to take this off. I'm the only one who can say I'm going to take this off. Now, I'm not that rude where I'm not going to take it off. It's how you present it to me. And when the customer says something, at least have a little bit of, are you sure? Because this is how you ordered it. You ordered it this way. If we make a mistake, 100%, I'm taking it off. Gone. It's not even a question. But when they order something specific and I get it and they say, oh, they didn't like it. That's the way they ordered it. If they ordered it the way I make it normally, they probably would have liked it better. You know what I'm saying?
I had one of those moments 2 days ago where it was one of those like 25 years. Do I really want to keep doing this? Soup. I had ordered soup. I came to the table. He said it wasn't hot enough. All right, maybe it sat under the heat lamp. It very well could have.
Do you put it in the microwave or do you get them another one?
I will not put a microwave in my kitchen. You
There's
will
no
never
microwave?
see a microwave in my kitchen. Ever.
All right, I ain't going to lie. I have a microwave.
I'm not going to lie. I don't.
Yeah.
If you're making everything out of a microwave, I think there's an issue.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I
But
don't
if
make
you heat
anything
something
out
up
of
or
a
something, I don't
microwave.
think there's anything wrong with that.
But I thought maybe, all right, it probably sat under the heat lamp for 3-4 minutes.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll get him another clam chowder. I bring it out, set it down. He tries. He's like, this is cold. I take the thermometer. It's 150
Oh,
degrees.
Jesus Christ.
And
I
you stick
said,
it to
sir, I had it in my pocket because it was
Well,
steaming when I
you
brought it
knew
back
was,
the first
You knew it was
one.
going to happen. didn't
Yeah. And I was like, it's 150 degrees. I don't know how much better I can do than that.
I love it. I love
So
it.
what was the end result?
He sent it back. He just didn't get soup.
150. I mean, legally, what you can't serve. I mean, I guess you can serve soup, but like,
Yeah. But I
what
don't.
did he want it? 300? Do you want to burn
I
his
have
mouth?
no idea. I was like,
150 degrees is.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
that's
say
really
it's cold.
hot. That's
Yeah.
really hot.
I said, sir, I think we should just give up on this clam chowder thing today and try
Yeah.
something else. I don't think we're going to win.
McDonald's got sued because of the 190 degree temperature they had on their coffee way
Yep.
back in the day, you know, and that's why there's warning labels on coffee now and soups and all that other stuff. It was 190 degrees. Who the hell wants to drink 190 degree coffee? Not gonna happen. I had a lady say that something was wrong with her chicken one time, and it was one of those nights where I just had this one typical servers that everything they bring a customer is wrong. The server. So I was at my wit's end. I'm not gonna lie. I went right to the table and I said, "What seems to be the problem?" She says, "Well, the chicken is chewy." So I literally cut the chicken right there, and took a bite in front of her. I said, "There's nothing wrong with this chicken."
Of her chicken? What did she do?
She was like, "You're really going to eat off my plate?" I said, "Well, I was going to throw it away anyway, so I just wanted to see how bad it was, and there's really nothing wrong. But I'm not going to charge you for it anyways," is what I said.
I think some people take it overboard.
They do.
You know, if there's something wrong right in the first 2-3 bites, I'm cool with that. But when you've eaten 75% of the meal,
I've seen that too.
and then they come and go, "Oh, my chicken wasn't cooked." I'm like, "Ma'am, there's nothing
left.
I get that with a fillet.
Oh, don't try that with a fillet.
They'll come, the plate's completely clean.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, it wasn't cooked right.
Right.
Are you sure?
Where is it?
I was like, are you sure? Because
I can't verify
couldn't tell
this.
you.
We can't tell you. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I tell my servers whenever I send out a fillet, which I do a Pittsburgh sear on my fillets. Oh, it's so good. You got that crisp all around and then the medium rare or less in the middle. Get it any way you want, but if you go over medium rare, there's no point. Anyways, so
Agreed.
I send them out and I tell them, have them cut into the steak first, right when you drop this off to make sure. Same thing with my lamb lollipops, my salmon. I make sure that it's cooked to the right temperature, so I don't hear it 20 minutes later that there's something wrong.
Yeah.
Because
That's smart.
You know, I've
undercook.
never complained.
I'll undercook all of it before I overcook it.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's a throwaway when you overcook it.
Yeah, you can't do
Joe,
anything.
have you ever complained about something? I can't do it. I just
I
can't.
don't
Mom
think
and
I
pop,
ever
I
have.
never have. Like if it's not, unless it's raw, like raw chicken. Yeah, I
You
need a
can't
new
eat
one.
it.
Like,
You
I
can't
can't
eat
eat
it.
it. But if my steak is medium
Wings.
rare and it's a little too much, it is what it is, man.
Right, right.
Like I understand the restaurant business. I'll never go. If chicken's pink in the middle,
Yeah,
I
we
have
got a
to get
problem,
another
right.
one. Like I can't hurt myself.
Yeah.
But if it's not, it's a little cold or something, dude, it's no big deal. Put me a little cheese, put it on top. Like
Yeah.
Right.
I just never been that
Yeah.
guy that I'll never get asked for something like, oh, it's not good. I want my money back, or don't put it on my bill.
Yeah, wings, like the bloody wings. I've sent wings back
Back in-
before.
back
Like,
in-
if
back
it's
in-
going to
That's
get me
chicken.
sick,
That's chicken.
then
You
I'm
can't
going to
have that.
send it back. If it's going to get me sick, if it's a little cold, I'm not saying shit. I'm just going for it.
I forgot to bring you guys buffalo wings. So I'm going to tell the story, and I guess I can't really say it because legally I can't say where I got the recipe, but there's a certain bar in Buffalo, New York. May or may not be the original, whatever. My dad went through there many years ago with a biker gang, and they stopped in to have beer. It was in the late 60s. And while he's eating these wings, because it was only called wings back in the day, he says the lady told him, "You have to try my wings." And back then, chicken was 2 cents a pound. You threw away the wings.
Like they weren't even. No, you didn't.
Yeah,
You
they
don't-
were-
there's nothing to do with them. She said, "But you got to try my wings." He said, "What the hell do you do with chicken wings?" She goes, "Try it. You're going to love it." They loved it so much. He said, "Can I have the recipe?" She literally handwritten the recipe. I have that recipe.
Wow.
So where on my
So is this a famous place?
it is.
I
I'm
know
gonna
what
pull
he's
it.
talking
I'm
about.
gonna pull it out.
I
Can
know
I
what
say
he's
it?
talking
Can I
about.
say
I
it?
don't see what can he.
Legally, I think you can.
All right, it's called the Anchor Bar
Yeah.
in Buffalo, New York. It's
Yeah.
where the original wings were invented, and it was
I mean, you
Teresa
didn't- they gave
Bellissimo
you-
and her
she
husband.
gave you the
She
the
gave my
sauce,
dad the recipe.
right?
And my dad carried it with him forever. We had a friend of ours in Milford, Connecticut that opened, Nick and Neil Rigione, they opened Knickerbockers. And there was a line out the door in the 80s. People would buy
Knickerbockers.
100
After
Knickerbockers.
the basketball team, the New York Knicks used to be the Knickerbockers.
There was literally a line out the door to order the buffalo wings from Knickerbockers, which was my dad's recipe that he gave. Well, not my dad's, but the Anchor Bar's recipe that he gave to Nick and Neil Rigione because they wanted to have a good bar food, and their restaurant flourished because it went 100 at a time they would sell, and this is in the 80s.
You don't really think of an Italian place having not bad wings by any means. I'm not saying you think
Right.
of an Italian, but you don't think of an Italian place having specialty wings. I don't want to say good wings, but specialty wings. Like I wouldn't necessarily go to an Italian place and go, I have to have their wings.
Right, but
I'm
the
going to a
reason-
sports bar. I'm going to honestly South Turn because
Sure,
you hear about their
sure.
wings all the time.
Yeah.
But you're saying that your wings are just as competitive.
So no, they're better.
better?
They're better.
Yeah.
And I
With
say
that
that. I say that.
I was trying to be humble. Mario.
I
I'm
say
trying to
that
be
without
humble.
hesitation. Now you say an Italian restaurant. Why would you order buffalo wings at an Italian restaurant? Teresa Bellissimo and Frank Bellissimo were the owners of the Anchor Bar. She's the one who invented the buffalo wings.
But that wasn't an Italian place.
That was an Italian.
Oh, it was
bar.
Italian bar.
Yes.
So that fits.
Now it fits
Huh.
even more. Now everybody says, "Well, why would you go to an Italian restaurant?" Because that's where it originated.
See, I knew about Anchor Bar, but I didn't know it was an Italian.
Yeah, Teresa.
So you've been
and
to Anchor
Frank
Bar?
Bellissimo.
I haven't been there. I just know, being from Jersey, I've heard about it. I have
That's where
friends that have
buffalo
gone
wings
there.
originated.
Yeah.
You got to go there to get your buffalo wings because that's where it originated.
I just try and stay the hell out of Buffalo.
It's too freaking
Really
cold
just
there.
New York
I'm
in
out.
general.
Yeah, well, especially now.
God, this weather this past week has been horrible.
Yeah, it was the weather I was referring to. No.
Yeah, definitely the weather.
Exactly.
I haven't. I
We
think.
can't talk politics on this? Yeah.
Oh, we
Talk,
can.
we can
just
talk
teasing.
anything. We're open to anything.
I mean, they just elected the youngest mayor of New York City, and his views are socialist. I think
he's a socialist.
He's a socialist.
He says it out loud. Now, I love when these new young kids say, "Oh, well, we're going to do socialism the right way." Well, just tell me one place that it's actually worked. Just one. I'll wait. There's none.
There's not one.
It's the craziest idea in the world.
Yep.
They don't realize they're going to run out of other people's money real quick. And with all that free stuff, who's paying for it?
That was my
They're trying to
question.
do free bus rides.
Oh, yeah, free fast bus rides, too.
Yep.
Yeah, and then a day after he's elected, okay, you start sending money again. Yeah, because he's realizing we don't have the money and people are leaving. Now, we went way off topic. I'm sorry.
But no, I couldn't believe that, and I think if the
But people are moving out of that state like crazy, aren't they?
Did you try
Yeah.
Jimmy, get in here, get some pizza.
get a meatball or something?
I just couldn't believe that. I think if that one guy would have dropped out of the election, he wouldn't have won. I think Cuomo would have won.
Without a doubt.
Yeah,
Without
and
a doubt.
that guy just would. He knew he was going to lose, and he did not bow out of the election.
No.
New York's going to pay the price for it.
Oh, well, they're going to find out real quick. So, I mean, I wish him nothing but the best. I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But, history is doomed to repeat itself.
I would prefer y'all don't come here. We're closed.
Yeah. No,
We're
Florida's
good.
closed. Florida's closed.
Tell me why. Tell me why.
Florida's closed.
Tell me why.
Because they're going to bring their politics with them, and then
Yeah.
they're going to say, "Oh, but this time it'll work again," like they've said so many times before. Please don't bring it. Please don't bring it.
Aren't they moving out of that state because they don't like that politics?
Yeah, but they're going to
Yeah.
they're going to do the same thing down here that they
Uh-huh.
complain about up there, and then wonder why it doesn't work because they don't look.
I know everybody says, Florida's closed. Think about it you got 100,000 people moved out
Business
here.
standpoint? Yeah, of course.
Business. I mean, think about your restaurant.
Yeah,
If
but then they change
100,000
the
New Yorkers-
politics. Then they change the politics, and everything goes to hell anyways. So we get a short-lived enjoyment.
Yeah, you get a
It scares
little
the
money
crap out of me.
grab.
It scares the crap.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm from Connecticut. I got family in the Bronx and Bridgeport, Connecticut. It's both of those are really ultra liberal, cities and stuff. I was never a liberal. I was never a Democrat. I've always been a conservative, constitutional Republican by my belief. I didn't even know what I was until I was old enough to know what I was. I didn't agree with with food stamps and all that other stuff. I don't say nobody should get it because there's people that need it and you want to help them.
Yeah,
but for a limited time.
Very
Get a
limited
job.
time. Very limited time.
You know
if
what
you
I'm saying?
can get up and go cash your check and get your food stamps, then you can also get up.
I
and
get
go
the
to work.
person in a wheelchair. I get that it's harder to. I completely
100%.
understand
And
about
veterans,
need-
disabled
needing
veterans,
help.
100%.
But these people that sit on welfare or
Right.
sit on food stamps, when they can easily go get a job, and you've seen the videos. Oh, I make more money,
Right,
and
by
I don't have to
staying
do anything
home.
but staying home.
Oh God, do I hate?
but
hearing
we're
that.
allowing that.
Yeah.
we're allowing it.
Well, we aren't.
They're-
Well, you know what I'm
Nah.
saying.
Yeah.
Well, we are because we're voting. Maybe not you or me personally,
But they're
we're
getting voted
voting.
in.
They're getting voted
Do you
in.
have anything stronger than this?
I got some whiskey downstairs.
there's one thing that kind of aggravates me about Florida politics because on most things I'm kind of on DeSantis' side. The minimum
here we
wage.
go.
Here's the jersey
Yeah.
coming out. Here's the
Here's the
jersey.
jersey.
The minimum wage, how low it is, or not minimum wage, sorry, the unemployment, how low it is, like 285 is the max you can get. If you get fired from a job, I think for the first 2 months while you're looking, you should get a pay from the unemployment that can actually live and pay your bills for those 2 months. But no one can live off of 285.
I
for a
disagree. I
short term.
disagree. It gives you something to get by. It's not enough to live.
Right.
But they get
They
a
don't
job.
want you to live on
They
it.
don't
Yeah.
want you to live on it. Like
Right.
honestly, I hate to say this, and I'm not saying I don't know everybody's situation out there, but if you get fired or let go or quit from a job or whatever the circumstances, you should have a backup plan or be ready for a backup plan. There's hundreds of places hiring.
But think about this. Think about the person that makes 70, 80, 90,000 a year. Those jobs, it takes a little while to get them.
They don't need that much.
They should be
They don't
saving.
need that much.
Yeah.
They should have some money
They
in
should
the
have some
bank.
money.
They should.
And if
Yes,
they don't,
should.
then shame on them. I mean,
Yeah.
I was very lucrative in the car business for 35 years. When I was in Florida and I would leave, because I'm arrogant. I was arrogant. All right, I'm still arrogant.
Was
Whatever.
you still are?
So, anyways, when I would leave one of the dealerships, I'd be like, maybe I should apply for unemployment. I'd look at 285. It's not even worth my time.
No,
to
it's
apply.
not.
So I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not even going to bother with that. So if you're making over 50, 60, 70 grand a year,
Yeah.
I think it
you don't
teaches
really
you
give a
save.
crap
You
about
need
the
to save.
230,
If you're making 70, 80, 90 a year, you need to learn to have 3 months of your bills saved.
Oh, absolutely.
Before you go buy that new car,
Absolutely.
your wife that mink coat she wants.
Absolutely.
Don't live above your means.
And put 10 grand away.
Yeah.
And go, listen, either one of us get fired,
Right.
we're good for 3 months.
Yeah.
I got the mortgage for 3 months. I got our car payments. I got everything. Now, we don't have long.
Right.
We ain't going to Disney tomorrow.
Right.
But I'm good for 3 months. So, and especially if one of the two gets fired or quits or whatever, you have 3 months worth of bills.
Now, don't get me wrong. When I was in Jersey,
Preferably 6 months, I would say, is the key. Then you can say, okay, you know what? This weekend,
That's perfect, 6
This
months.
weekend, I got fired on Friday. I'm gonna take off for a week. You know, do it. Sit
Yeah.
at home, relax.
I've done
then
that.
Go out and get your ass a job.
I've done that. I've done
And
that for a
everyone's
month.
everyone is hiring, dude. I'm sorry.
Oh, they are.
This is complete
Yeah, they are.
bullshit. These people, I can't find a job. I put this in. You're not doing it right.
Oh, no.
If,
Anyone
you're,
could
if you
get a
think you're going to
job.
go online and put in an application to 80 places and think someone's going to call you, absolutely not. You want a job? Go down there.
Yeah,
This
show
is
up.
knock
How you
on
do
the
it.
door.
Yeah,
You
show
knock
up.
on the door. You walk.
How many
in.
people have I sent to
Don't-
you and I
do
said,
not,
oh, do I
do
go on
not
my-
call me. Do not call me and say I need a job.
You
Listen,
just hired
come
somebody.
in.
You just hired somebody I sent over to you.
Yeah, come in and talk to me. Don't call me. I had a help wanted sign the other day. I need servers because I'm trying to, and this is hard down here. Oh my God. I'll tell you real quick. So hiring in Daytona Beach is like riding a bobsled down a snow covered mountain, but it's not snow, it's fire, and everything's on fire, and the sled's on fire, and the world's on fire. These people are so difficult.
See, Mario, you and I see a lot. I'm going to disagree with you. I think it's how you hire. I think putting an ad. I've always.
I hired a lot of the people you sent me.
Well, that's a good thing.
I'm just teasing you. I'm just teasing
You have. They come into me and I'm like, I'm full, but let me call Mario.
Yeah.
You need a server? Yep, send him over.
Yeah.
Hey, go see Mario.
Bartender, yeah.
20 minutes later, like, hey, your buddy hired me. I'm like, I know you're a good person. Like,
Yeah.
Your manager now. I sent over to her. She came in and applied. I loved her. I wanted to hire her.
Yeah.
I just didn't have the room for her. I didn't have the spot.
Right.
So I put her there, and she's been there. What, 2 years with you now? Year and a half?
About a year.
About a year.
yeah.
About a year now.
I was going to say, I got 1 year. She's still there. We're running on 2 years, I think. With
You
Liv.
guys owe me some commissions or something here, both of y'all.
That's your pizza,
Oh yeah,
right?
that's right.
Yeah.
But I don't think hiring's impossible. The way I like to do it is 3 days, 12 to 3, 3 to 6, 6 to 9. And I sit there and I do the interviews and you get all walks of life coming in. But I guarantee you give me 9 hours, I can fill your restaurant with the right people. Guarantee you. Like I've done it for the Plaza. I've done
Want
it
another
for
pizza?
Huh?
Want another pizza?
What am I talking to? You?
9 hours at my restaurant.
I don't care. But I'm telling you, when you're doing that hiring stuff, I don't know. Didn't we do it for your restaurant one time?
Yeah, I did. We did. A
I
hiring
didn't sit
event.
there and do it. We did it for you. We did Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah, you
Wednesday.
advertised it.
We advertise, and you got a bunch of
Yeah.
good people. You got cooks. You got everything you need.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
You just say, come in and see me. They're going to come in with their opportunity. You come in between 12 and 3 on Tuesday, 3 and 6 on Wednesday, or 9 and I do 9 to 6 to 9 late because these people, some work day jobs, but
Sure.
they're great.
Sure.
But they can't come in during the day. So I like to do a 6 to 9 hiring spree. Every time I've done that, I've had almost 100 people. You told me to stop.
Yeah.
His second day,
I was tired of doing the interviews. I'm like, I got enough people. I'm done.
He called me midway through the second day. He goes, please stop advertising it. And I go, why? He goes, I have everybody. And I still have people pouring in the door. The point of that is,
142 applications.
Mario, that's what I'm saying.
That's when I said I quit. I'm done. Like I'm not.
That's what I'm saying
done.
is there's plenty of people and plenty of good. Yes, you have the toothless ones that come in, the bums, the hobos.
Yeah.
The girl's been fired from every job that she's at for 1 week. But did you not find 5, 6, 7, 10 good
Oh
ones?
yeah, no.
Dude, did I tell you how I ran that? So I had,
Oh, I'm scared to even ask.
I had my AGM because you get the toothless, you get the ones
Yeah.
that you're not going to hire, and I was like, all right, I don't want to waste my time, so I had a buffer. I had my AGM. Like, all right, you meet them first. If they pass the test, like they might be okay, then send them my way.
Didn't you give him the one sheeter I gave you?
Yeah.
There's a one sheeter. It's really simple. Name, phone number, email address, Facebook, Instagram. Just literally, it's 7 questions. What's in a margarita? What's in this? I just want to see where their head's at. I don't care if you even answer it right. But if you tried, then I know you're trying on it. If you're like, I don't know, then you're not trying.
Right.
But I've had people literally fail every one of those drinks, and I still hired them as a bartender. And they're one of my better bartenders.
Wow.
I can train you to make a margarita.
Right.
Yeah.
I can train you to make a Paloma, but I can't train your personality. I can't train your work
Got to
ethic.
have a personality.
And if they have a personality work ethic, I don't care. I'd hire them because I can train you on margaritas and
I agree.
how to make this pizza. You could train me to do that.
Sure.
It might take a while, but you could train me to make everything here. You could train me. But if I have the willingness to learn and the willingness to try and the half of a brain with all the screws in there, you're good to go.
Yep. I
The
agree.
work ethic is hard to find now. It gets harder every year. And I don't know, maybe we look into the past so much. I was raised with work ethic. Like, you're going to work your ass off, and you might not get paid that much, and you're just going to work, and move your way up. You're given nothing. You have to earn everything.
Everything.
And now everyone thinks they deserve
Why?
a rate, and they
Why?
deserve more.
Why? What?
Why?
Why do you,
Why do you
have
think it's
to-
like that?
Because we all gave them a trophy when they were kids.
We all gave him a
dear
trophy.
God.
Remember us?
Yeah.
You get first.
Participa-
You're
I
the
didn't
second loser.
I didn't get participation
No.
trophies.
Everyone
Hell
gets
no.
a trophy.
No.
This is-
Hell
and
no.
you know what the difference is? The internet. People see these people go on there that
Ugh.
make fun of somebody. They blow up and they're driving around a Ferrari, and they show that. I'm not saying they didn't work, but
Sure.
they showed the very little work, and this guy has a Ferrari and millions of dollars,
Yeah.
and these people on the internet can sing a song, tap a dance, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden they're millionaires.
Yeah.
So it's made our community and our society
The
lazy.
odds of that happening are like hitting Powerball. So okay, good for the ones that do get it.
Remember when we were younger, we all wanted to play in the NBA, the NFL,
Yeah.
Baseball,
whatever.
football,
And my
yeah.
parents were like, "Listen, we haunt you too, but you realize that it's
Right.
1 and like 200 million."
Yeah, yeah.
And my parents go, "You are our one,
Yeah.
but you may not be their one."
Right, right.
And you know what? That stuck to me. My parents were real with me.
Right.
They didn't tell me I'm.
Right.
They're like,
There's
"You're
a
our
chance.
number."
There's a chance. It's
No,
very
there,
slim.
there wasn't a freaking
Very
chance.
small.
Mario, thank you. I love you. There was
That'd
no
be like
chance.
me playing for the Knicks, right?
Right.
I'm
The
just
Knickerbockers.
The Knickerbockers just a little too short. I
Yeah,
get
you're
it.
pasta
Just a
number
little-
one.
Little
Your
too short.
Knickerbocker
Gotcha.
playing-
Gotcha. Not gonna happen.
You know,
Gotcha.
OnlyFans hasn't helped that either.
No.
The work
Internet.
ethic.
Internet.
Like, it hasn't helped it at all.
Right.
Because now they, you want to get hot bartenders and you want to have good looking staff when they can make triple the amount of money by
Just
sitting in their
sitting
room
out.
for 2
I'll
hours.
disagree with that. It's dying.
Yeah.
It is starting to go down.
I don't want to say it's ever
starting to go
dying.
down.
It's the number one profitable online business. They
Yeah.
made billions of dollars last year, but it's starting to go down. More and more people are looking for jobs. I have a lot of friends that do that stuff, and they're like, "We want a job. Like, we just can't sit
Yeah.
at home and do this. We're so tired of the guys and the comments and the send me this and I'll send you this." Like, they want to interaction, social interaction.
Yeah. Well, they I guess they want to feel like they're talking to somebody. Well, they are talking to somebody, but what they're not getting
Doug
in
from
their
Connecticut
actual
is not
life,
somebody.
they're getting online. I was on the way here. I was behind Piper Fawn's truck because she has it all wrapped in her OnlyFans, and
I don't even know who that is.
yeah, she had like her black truck, and I was behind it. Has her at whatever her ad is, and big OnlyFans all over the truck. And I guess they wouldn't let her in the
I've
school
never
lane
got into
anymore.
that.
I saw that.
Yeah, they wouldn't let her in the school
Yeah, I
lane to
don't
pick up
blame
her
them.
kids.
I don't blame them.
All the
I've
kids
got
are
to pick up
scanning the
the kid.
QR code.
Oh,
All the kids
God.
bust out their phones, scanning, going, "Mom, who's this?"
Yeah. Oh shit, that's terrible.
But I think it's harder nowadays. But you can find the right people. You really,
can.
really can. I've
You gotta
never had a
weed through
problem.
'em. You gotta weed through
You got to
'em.
weed through them, and then you got to train them, and you have to be on them, and you have to be there. You going out there, you touch every table almost every
Oh
time.
yeah, all the time.
If I ever go there on a Tuesday, it's the only day you're not there. I'm like, "Where's Mario?"
I think it's especially with Italian restaurants. If you don't have the owner touching tables, it's almost not a real Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
Because anyone I've gone to, that owner might be 97 years old,
Mom.
but he is still.
Not mom. Mom's not 97. Mom's in the back. God, I hope she don't hear this because no, mom is a lot less than 97, but she's old enough to where, and she's still back there every day, hand rolling the meatballs, making sure the lasagna is right. Our ricotta. We don't just put ricotta in our lasagna. We season our ricotta the way we make it at home. What you eat here, what you're trying here, this is how you eat at my house. I never changed the recipe.
Do you cook at home?
Of course I do.
I even think if you own a restaurant, you want to be like,
I mean, I don't have to anymore, but I
call
I could
the
just-
restaurant.
yeah.
Hey, cook me up this.
No, I'll come in and make it myself and bring it home, or I'll have them make me some stuff. Like they'll throw a pizza. I made all of this for you tonight. I want it to be mine.
Appreciate it. I'm telling you, that lasagna is awesome.
So if Italian's off the table, what's your go-to? No Italian. You're not allowed to cook. What's your go-to?
If I can't eat Italian,
Can't eat Italian. You can't cook. What do you
Chinese and Mexican.
do? Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, and Greek will be number 4. I like Greek too.
Okay.
I like a souvlakis. I like a nice gyro. I like a
Gyro.
I like a spanakopita. I like that stuff too. Yeah.
See me, I'm a hoagie and a cheesesteak guy. That's the Jersey in me.
I like a cheesesteak.
What kind of cheese?
So
Whiz cheese or
Cheese
or-
whiz. Cheese whiz.
Cheese whiz.
I-
You dump that. You dip that bit in a cheese whiz.
I love the whiz.
Yeah.
I love the whiz,
There's
but
nothing
I like
cheese about it, by the way.
No,
There's
not at all.
cheese.
There's no
I think
cheese in
it's
it.
One,
Not at
one-
all.
One molecule away from plastic or some shit
Yeah.
like that.
I like to make my homemade cheese sauce, like when I'm doing my
You melt it and all
cheesesteak.
that
Yeah,
stuff?
but I like Cheese Whiz too. I grew up on Cheese Whiz.
Yeah.
But for me personally, I like my homemade cheese sauce. Like even at the restaurant, I order Amoroso rolls. I have those brought in. I use the same beef that D'Alessandro's does in Philly. And I'm the only one in Florida that has the same beef that D'Alessandro's
I love
does.
it.
And it's just little things like that.
Okay, now I want a Philly cheesesteak.
Yeah.
Now you got to make me a Philly cheesesteak.
I
brought
got
you
you.
food.
I got
brought
you.
food.
I got
want a
you.
Philly
Joe, I want
cheesesteak.
to try with these Philly cheesesteaks. All right, now it's your turn.
Dude, I'm bringing it. I'll bring it to the restaurant.
All right, deal.
But it's one of those things that's a talking point to your table. Just telling that story about the food.
Right.
They're gonna love it because of the story. They're already in their head that it's gonna be amazing.
Right.
And if you have a product like that, like all of your stuff, like your mom and doing that, you tell that to a table, that is going to blow them away. You have to have at least one thing on your menu that you have a personal connection story with.
I would say all your food.
All of it.
Yeah.
All of it.
Your wings, the
All
pizza,
of it,
the
yeah.
mama's meatballs.
Yeah, all of it's got personal stories. Yeah.
Yeah, I only got 2 on mine. I got my cheesesteak and my potato salad. And I call it my potato salad. I literally tried for
your
10
potato
years
salad?
to steal it.
Is it called Joe's? Do you call it Joe's potato salad?
I don't.
It should be called Joe's.
But
Hey, what's the cheesesteak called? Joe's cheesesteak?
No, I don't put my name on anything. I don't like to. I feel weird doing
have
it.
you ever had a hot dog at Bay Street Dogs over here?
I have. They're good.
So they're from New Haven. Gary's from New Haven. I'm plugging him right now. But he made a hot dog, and I told him I want my hot dog made this way. It's on his menu. It's called the Mario dog because of the way I ordered it. It's a Durkee red hot sausage. It's got I'm salivating. I'm not even hungry. It's got chili. It's got cheese. It's got onions, and it's got a mustard on it. It's called the Mario dog. Try
Mario
it.
dog.
Oh,
Put it on the
good.
menu?
So it's literally on his menu. It's on the menu. Right next to his
That's a great little
junkyard
place. A little small.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, it's no
Yeah.
bigger than this room
Yeah.
all the way through. You eat out back.
How have I not seen this?
It's right next to Madeline's Wine Bar, like right on that same.
okay.
Right there.
It's like there's a shoe store, a little shoe store. It's right there.
Right there.
Oh, cool.
You'd almost miss it.
I was going to say, I've been there. I've never
Next to
seen
the
it.
Greek restaurant. Next to the Greek restaurant.
Okay,
between
I know where
Madeline's
that
and
is.
Greek. Yeah, it's right.
But Joe, literally, it's 10 feet wide,
yeah.
All right.
12 feet wide,
If you
and that's your whole way down.
if you take one long step, you passed it.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 little steps, and you're already on Madeline's Wine Bar.
yeah. Until Gary Mario sent you.
Yeah, I want to
you're
try
gonna
the
ask for
Mario
the
dog.
Mario
dog. Try the
Yeah, I'm
Mario
going to
dog.
get the Mario dog.
Yeah.
But yeah, with my menu, I don't put my name on anything. If it's awesome when someone else puts your name on it.
Yeah.
But if you put, I feel like I don't know. I just don't feel right about throwing my name on
Next
my own
restaurant,
stuff.
next restaurant, I'm gonna have a Joe dog.
You got it. You got it.
Let me get the Joe dog.
Now, I wouldn't be opposed to like the place being called JoJo's. I'd be all right with that.
JoJo's.
I was gonna call Little Italy's Mario's, and I mean no disrespect when I see that Mario's been around for 40 plus years, and bona salute to them, but I think my food's better, so I didn't want to be associated with them. They have decent food. I don't disagree with that. It's not as good as mine. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not putting them down
I
because
agree
they've been
with
there they've been there 40 years, so I'm not putting them down.
Yeah.
So tell us about your Halloween costume.
My Halloween first
Mario
time
Caveman.
First time in 54 years in my whole life. I mean, well, I can't say 54 because Mario came out in 81. But in 44 years, I've never wore the Mario costume because I thought it was just didn't fit. It's redundant.
Yeah.
I'm already Mario. My middle name is Luigi. Why am I wearing a Mario costume?
That's what I told him. I said, why'd you come as Luigi? He goes, my middle name's Luigi. And I'm like, well, that doesn't work.
It really didn't matter which one I wore. So I was never going to wear. I was going to try to find the Wario costume.
Oh, that would've been a
the
good
alter
one.
ego.
Yep.
I thought that would work, but my wife dressed as Princess Peach, and she said, "Will you dress?
You got to
as
be Mario.
I said, "Of course." I nailed it better than any. I
did.
don't think anybody could wear a Mario costume after I did. I mean,
Nope.
I looked like I was right out of the.
Every
thing.
time I would play the game Mario, I think of him.
He's looking at me now. Yeah.
Do we have a picture of
I
that so
do.
we could throw
I
that
do.
on the screen?
Absolutely.
Oh, I love it. Yeah,
Absolutely.
send that over to me. We'll put that right in the show.
Yeah, it was hysterical, and I've never wore it before, and I never wanted to either.
Yeah, yeah, you could send it after. What was I for Halloween?
You know what?
I know I dressed
never
up.
dress up for Halloween.
No.
I can't remember the last time I dressed up. When I was a kid.
Well, I got kids, so I
I just
have
do
to.
so many Halloween costumes. I mean, we had 4 that night.
Yeah.
And I had to bounce around all 4. Like, doing all the events, like, I don't know. Just dressing up and coming just doesn't excite me. I know it's like bah humbug for Halloween, but
Yeah, I'm taking the kids trick or treating. I got a 2-year-old.
what were you for Halloween?
I did dress up. What the hell did I wear? Oh, I love that. That is awesome.
I'm gonna send it to you.
I was Chester the Cheeto. I was the Cheeto.
I love it.
Dude,
The Cheeto guy?
Yeah, I was Chester.
Do you
Dude,
have a picture of that?
I do. I do.
We're gonna put that on
Yeah,
the screen,
we'll put it
too.
on. I found it's like a onesie. It's like a pajama onesie, and it's got the hood. It was comfortable. It wasn't hot. The best Halloween costume I ever had, or at least the most comfortable Halloween costume I've ever had. Because last year I was blow up Patrick from SpongeBob.
What were your kids?
So little Joe had a couple different outfits, but he was a blow up T-Rex for Halloween. And then he had some like weird ninja something, I don't know, for the school one. And then Charlie, she was Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Yeah. And she's 2, almost 3. And she made it, I don't know, like 2 blocks, and then it was just on Daddy's shoulders. So then Daddy had to carry her for the rest of the walk.
Yeah.
And you had to trick or treat.
That I needed a nap.
I remember that. I remember that stuff, carrying my daughter and whatnot.
I was sitting there, I'm like, man, I really should have had kids way earlier.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I
you
waited
waited late.
way too late.
You should be sending them off to college by now.
I should be. I really should be. I should be gearing up.
Little
for
Joe
like,
should be 19. Charlie should be 23.
Yeah, God, I still got 10 more years with Joe.
How old are your kids?
8 and 3.
And how old are you, if you don't mind me
40.
asking? 40. So I'm 54. I have a 32-year-old, 31-year-old, and a 14-year-old. Second marriage, obviously.
You're getting close, though.
Yeah, 14, but she's starting to now like boys. And yeah.
Is she working at the restaurant?
She will be soon. She
See,
will be soon.
That is one thing I am not looking forward to with Charlie. You know, it just like now, Joe, go ahead, have fun. Come on.
Isn't that sexist?
Don't you think
Isn't
that's
that
a double
sexist?
standard?
Isn't that
It
sexist
is.
of us?
And I
you're
don't
cool.
care.
You're cool with your boy going and meet girls and
Don't knock him up. That's all I
Hypocrisy.
ask. But
Hypocrisy.
go.
your daughter.
Yeah.
Your daughter. You'll kill the first guy that
Yeah,
walks
it's
in the door.
called
He will
hypocrisy.
die.
And
Yeah.
we're fine with that. We're
Are you
fine
gonna
with that.
shine your gun when he walks in?
It's shine,
Oh, yeah.
the gun, all
gun?
of them, along with plastic and a shovel.
done this?
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Is that
they-
bad?
I'm not surprised.
No, they need to be scared.
Yeah, and you tell them,
Yeah.
whatever you do to my daughter, I will do to you, and I'm not afraid to go back to jail. So it was real simple, real simple. Go ahead, do that to my daughter. Not a problem. I'm doing it to you. You don't like getting anal raped? Yeah, it's too late.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. Luckily, I have 10, 11 years at the so I got time to figure it out. Maybe I don't know. Maybe the world will be different then.
Yeah, hopefully, right?
So Mario, what's in it for 2026 for Little Italy? What are you guys
So-
planning on, and what do you look at? I mean, like with the economy, like I said, the good, the bad. Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible. We all make it what it is. So what are you looking for? What are you gonna do? What changes? What do you have coming up in 2026?
I'm trying to get my websites all updated and everything the right way. I've had 6 different websites. They're all a disaster. You're helping me with the new one, so I thank you for that. We've had some legal stuff we're trying finally getting past now, so everything should be on the straight and narrow. But we're looking at a couple of other locations with a couple of friends of mine that we may take over 2 other locations that are already Italian restaurants and just fine tune it into my restaurant.
Little Italy 2 and Little Italy 3,
Probably.
but they're already Italian
They're
restaurants.
already Italian restaurants.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we were talking about this last week, how the profit margin with the rising food costs, rising labor, and the prices of the food that we're charging is not keeping up with
Not even
how much
close.
the costs are.
Not even close.
So profit margins have dropped, in some cases 4, 5, 6%, where it used to be 18 to 20.
Right.
So it's to make the money you want to make, you almost have to have 4.
You have to
just
now,
to make
yeah.
what you used to make with
Right.
1.
And the reason, like you're saying, with the 4 is you get a little more buying power with 4 different locations. So they're going to give you a little extra discount on the food, and that ultimately will help. It's not going to change it to what it was, but it'll get it closer.
But I
too.
think with 1, you can do the same thing. You have to look at what's coming in. I'm sure you do. I'm sure we all do. But look at what's coming in. Look at the staffing. You have to be there like you are. I mean, I know when to cut, when to add, when the party's coming in. We're looking slow. I'd rather get somebody off the books in a good way.
Sure.
Than have them sitting around and there's $10, $20 more. People don't understand that $11 an hour, it adds up quickly.
It's a killer.
Yeah.
It's a killer. And this past weekend, I tested a couple little theories at one of the locations and it worked great.
Yeah.
They made a ton of money. We did good. And my labor was 19%.
Nice.
For the day. And I can live with that. Anything under 20, I can live. I'd like to be more 15, 16, 17, but I can live with 19, 20% labor.
I'll take 19.
I would
any day
take
of the week.
19, 20 all day.
I mean, it was,
all day.
It was
It's
19.8.
It's got to be 30.
I
right
get
now.
excited for 25.
I think it's 30 right now or more. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm running about 30 as my average. I get excited for 25.
Yeah.
How do you change it?
So
What do you do differently?
We get a cut.
So get this. I start out with 2 servers, right? And you know how big the restaurant is. When we get that lunch rush, if it happens and it happens hard, I have 48 tables for 2 people. If we get rocked, it is those 2 people, me and maybe another manager just running
What
around
about
trying to
bartender?
host.
How many bartenders do you have?
1 at each bar.
So
And they're taking tables too.
Okay.
They are. And,
so you
and
got 4
labor's,
servers in essence.
labor's great, but when you have 48 tables, having 4 people take care of that many, it's to give
but
the
how
customer
often
service.
how often does that happen?
Once a week. Yeah, and you don't know what day you're going to
You
get
don't.
hit.
Definitely
It's
don't
just,
know what day.
happens for you,
Holy
too.
cow, you do not know the
No,
day.
I just know once a week I am going to have a very shitty day.
Oh yeah.
And it's there's nothing I
That's
can do
what
about it.
You have to train other people to do other things.
We
Our bar
all
back,
do everything.
I trained our bar back to be a bartender.
Yep.
So now I only have to have 2 bartenders on a busy 200-person night at one of our venues. I have 200 people out there. I have 2 bartenders. Now if it gets busy, I put the bar back into bartend to catch them up. We all get that bar, nightclub, lounge
Sure.
Yep.
busy for 5-10 minutes, and they go back out and they come back and they go forth. But I gave the bartender a couple extra points, and then he bartends. So now I don't have to have 3 bartenders. I have 2.5.
Nice.
So it's things like that. I think we all have to think about is how do we make how do we make our busser also a server?
Jeremy, I don't have a busser. I don't have a host. I don't
just
have a
gonna
food
say
runner.
that.
I don't have a bar back. I literally have the 2 servers and the 2 bartenders and nobody else.
Have you ever thought about a bar back?
Why? I can't. The payroll, it's not worth it except for that one day.
If they're cleaning other things, they're getting ready for the night shift, they're cutting things in the kitchen.
It's not saving me labor.
If you don't have to bring your cooks
'Cause
in,
I
if you don't have
only
to bring
need
your
them-
cooks in
Maybe
earlier.
we'll talk in private about this. The
Yeah.
3 of us.
But think about it. If you have your guy coming in and prepping food, stocking the bar, getting the liquor back in order where it's supposed to be, and then taking tables if it's busy, you're not wasting liquor because now you don't have to bring Tom, Bob, and Fred in at 4 o'clock to get ready for the dinner rush. You bring them in at 5 o'clock.
Yep.
So you can save on that hours and still have people. I think it's, and it may not work for your restaurant.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but you have to look at every restaurant bar.
Everyone is different.
Everyone is different.
Every single one.
Our
of them.
rooftop compared to Main Street, compared to you, compared to Lily is all different.
Yep.
None of them can say, we do this, you do that, you'll be fine.
Right.
You might do the complete opposite and it's better for
Sure.
you. But you have to figure out within each restaurant, bar, nightclub, hotel, whatever, what works and tweaks for you.
Well, that's why with Stir Hospitality, when we go in, we are, because every restaurant is different. We're looking at, okay, how does this restaurant run? How does their clientele work? Because what works here may not work 3 doors down.
Right.
It's going to be completely different in
Italian
every restaurant.
and French might be totally different
Yep,
on how they do
absolutely.
it. French people sit there for 45 minutes. Italian people sit there for 36 minutes. That's a 6-minute window difference. What can I do with that 6 minutes? Do I get them to stay longer? Do I cut a server, bring out less servers because it's less table times? But it's all different, like you're saying.
Yeah, it is. And every restaurant has their own struggle. And, there's no playbook because you can't make a playbook that works for everybody. You have to make your own playbook.
And it
changes.
changes.
Daily.
And it changes.
Yep,
And that's
daily.
the crazy thing.
And it's just one of those things with these driving costs. And, we're all, I was reading an article the other day that was saying if restaurants, especially in the state of Florida, if they wanted to get back to their to the old profit margins that they were used to, they need to raise their cost of goods 30%.
30%.
30%.
I think I saw this.
And
this.
and no one's,
We won't have a customer.
Won't,
We won't
have,
have
a
a
customer.
customer.
Yeah.
They'll be
So
gone.
you have to take the loss of what you're used to because there's no way if you raise your prices up 30%, you're going to get the crowd that you're getting. You can raise it up a little bit, and I think it'd be all right. But I mean, 30%, no. People wouldn't eat out.
in 4 years, I went up 85 cents.
Holy shit! Wow, that's not bad at all. I think you can go up a little bit.
A little more. I can go up a little more. I know that. Yeah.
But it's amazing how much a dollar means. And I was explaining this to somebody the other day. I was like, look, if you raised, and this is a big restaurant, and I was like, if you raise everything on your menu $1, I was like, look, you sell on average 600 items a day. Right. You're busy. You have the clientele. Raise every item $1. That is $219,000 extra dollars at the end of the year.
Yeah.
For $1.
That's your mortgage.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, and it's just $1.
Have you thought
$1 is a
about, have you
huge
thought
deal.
about going? I mean, you said 85 cents in 4 years.
Well, no, let me rephrase that. It's been a couple of alterations. I've just
Say altercations.
Mario's over there
Throw a
fighting
wing at
people.
you, I'm raising that devil.
several altercations. I've escorted people out. Anyways, I've changed the menu a couple of times where it has adjusted, but I haven't physically changed the price thing until recently in the last year and a half. I moved it 50 cents, and then I moved it another 35 cents. And I should have went $1. I should have went a full.
Do you know
dollar.
what I think a lot of restaurants miss is that one high ticket item that makes everything else look cheaper. I think you need
Menu
I'm just kind
engineering.
of, friend to friend. We've been friends for a long time, and I think you need that $85 something.
You do?
I have an $80 a filet a la cognac that if God was going to have a surf and turf, he'd have this one.
Or how about you have a pizza on there that's
An $80 pizza.
an $80 pizza, but it's got gold flakes or something on
I'll
it.
do something wild like
All
that.
I'm saying is-
I'll put lobster on it.
Because
I'll
someone
do an $80 pizza with lobster.
with primate lobster and this and this,
Yeah.
like
Filet and
because
lobster
when
pizza.
people look at that, it's kind
I'm
of
going to do a filet and lobster pizza.
I would.
It's a $100 pizza.
$100
It's
pizza.
a
And you know what?
$100 pizza.
Watch. I want to know how many you sell this month.
All right.
Or
I'm
next
gonna,
month.
I'm going to put a $100 pizza out there.
Because what's going to happen is when you
It
see
makes
$100,
everything
you're
look
like,
better.
that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
This for $17, even though it's $18 now, doesn't look as bad.
And I'm
and
not-
you know what? There's going to be that one jabroni that's going to come in there on a hot date and be like, I got more money than God. Give me 2 of those.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
watch what you sell. And it
a-
costs you what, $22?
And a bottle of Dom Perignon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Put one of those on the menu, see what happens. Put $100,
but
It's
I'm
a
not-
science.
$99.99.
But I'm not slicing the fillet or the lobster. You're getting a main lobster tail on top and a fillet on top of that. So I'm gonna put the lobster and the fillet on top. I'm not gonna spread it on the pizza.
Of the pizza?
On top of it. So the pizza's
All right.
gonna be cooked right, and then they're gonna have the fillet and the lobster tail on top. You can cut it yourself. You can spread it around your pizza. I just don't want to cut up a fillet and put it on the pizza. Maybe I should do a ribeye and a
I
lobster.
would do a ribeye.
Yeah.
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 I think you should cut a rib. I think it's cut because if I want a pizza, I want to taste filet in every one, and I want
I
to
don't
taste
want to
ribeye.
cut a fillet. I don't want to cut
For
a
$100,
fillet.
will you cut a fillet?
I'll cut a fillet for $100.
Yeah, I mean, don't want to, but
Yeah, okay. All right. I'll do
I'm just
fillet.
saying, but when you look at that, it's kind of funny. You get a chuckle, even if it's like, I'll never pay for that. It's too expensive. But then the $17 fettuccine Alfredo that you moved to $18 doesn't look bad anymore.
Right.
no.
It's almost smoke and mirrors. Every time I've done that, I try to get them to do something like, we'll never sell that. I'm like, you're right. The $99 buffalo chicken mac and cheese with gold flakes, I hope we never sell one.
Yeah.
But it's not, you don't understand the theory,
not
guys.
putting it on to
It's not
sell it.
about to sell it. It's about smoke and mirrors. It's about they see that, they get a chuckle and go, you're out of your mind. It's a conversational piece. So I've had some people go, is that real? And I'm like, oh yeah, it's real. And I've had 2 or 3 people a month buy it.
I wonder
Yep.
if I do a $150 pizza, I'll have 3 main lobster tails on it and 2 filet mignons.
Something.
Is that too much?
No.
No, because the point, I love the menu engineering. I've always been a big fan of the science of menus.
I'm the same thing.
And
I couldn't cook this to save my life. I'm gonna be honest with you. But menu design and menu,
The menu engineering
love
is
it.
so
Love it. It's such my
important.
favorite
All right,
thing.
you guys got to come over. I'm going to make this pizza so we can try it.
We'll put it on
I'm
the internet.
down. Yeah, we'll video
Put it on the
it.
internet. We'll video.
Yeah,
it.
we'll video it.
All right.
Absolutely.
Tell me what day you want to do it. I'll do it.
And we are getting close to the end, but we usually end the show with a segment we called Come On, Karen.
Come on, Karen.
Come on, Karen.
Okay.
So we've all gotten those 1-star reviews. We all remember those, a few of those
Especially as
1-star
an Italian owner,
reviews.
you have that. You know what? Come on, Karen. You're gonna tell us.
I want to
got it.
hear your best Come On, Karen that you've got.
That one lady, that one guy.
The best one. All right. So I'll give you the one where, or 2, but I'll give pick which one I want to tell you about. Let's do the. All right. So we had a gentleman with 2 ladies that came in and sat down. They ordered a calzone. So the calzone was cooked and sent out, and then they ordered something afterwards. So the guy decided to wait instead of eating the calzone, that he ordered ahead for them to get their meal. So by the time he ate it, which was 5 minutes later, by the way, the calzone was still hot.
150 degrees.
He said, I don't know about 150, but it's hot. I got a 600-degree oven. So he said, this calzone is cold. So Mom went out there first. You're going to love this. Mom went out there first and said, well, I'm really sorry. I can heat it up for you. He goes, no, this is garbage anyways, and I'm going to give you a 1-star review. Said that to my mom. So Mom said, well, I don't know what you want me to do. She walked away. I don't know how she walked away because she's not like that. Normally she'd be like, get out of my restaurant.
Right.
She comes in and tells me, this mother effer's going to give me a 1-star review. I said, over to calzone, I was just going to heat up for him. She goes, yeah. She said, doesn't matter. He's going to give us one. So I went out there, and I walked up to the desk, and I said to him, I said, sir, I said, I understand the calzone. And he stood up and got in my face. And I with the teeth like this, I said, you might want to fucking sit the fuck back down. And his little tail went between his legs, and he sat right down. And I said, you're going to give my mother a 1-star review. I said, I don't care if you give her a 0 review. I said, you and your 2 lady friends can get the fuck out of my restaurant right now. And I literally escorted them out. The 2 ladies did not leave. They stayed right there. They said, we're not with him.
Come on, Karen.
Yes.
There's your Karen right
There's
there.
your Karen right there. So they let him go. 10 minutes later, they went outside, and he was sitting on the side, the alleyway I got on the side. He was sitting over there with them, and I walked over, and as I was walked, he scurried away, and they said, we want to apologize. Your food is fantastic. That guy's just an asshole. But he got right up like he was going to get
He's trying to impress in front of these 2 girls.
Fuck yeah. Listen, I don't care your size. I don't care what size you are. Don't fucking do that to me. Are you cool? Are you cool? Yeah. That's a bad idea with me.
Oh, I love it when you stand up and then they're like, "Oh shit!"
He didn't.
Yeah,
he didn't move.
They don't want to do anything.
He didn't move. Wait.
No?
He didn't move. Matter of fact, he kind of encouraged me at that point. What exactly does that mean?
Now, Mario, the lasagna amazing, meatballs amazing. We didn't get a chance to try the pizza. I guarantee
We're about 5 minutes away from that bad boy.
Absolutely amazing. So let everybody know where they can find you. Where they can get you on social, where you're located.
TheLittleItaliesRestaurante.com is our actual website. Little Italy Ristorante on Facebook and Little Italy Ristorante on Instagram. But you can just stop by. You want real Italian, you want authentic Italian. This is family recipes from Naples, Italy that we've followed back as far as we could. We don't use sugar in our sauces. We don't use sugar in our doughs. We use a non-bleached, non-bromated. I know there's another guy around here who says he used non-coconated flour. He's funny. I got no problem with him whatsoever. But again, I don't use that stuff either in my pizza or my dough. But I also don't use sugar in my sauce. And a lot of other places put sugar in their sauce. Oh, it takes away the acidity. No, it doesn't. Cook it longer. That's going to take away the acidity. Get a good tomato. Don't get cheap tomatoes, and you won't have to cook it that much longer.
Yep.
I cook it for 4 hours either way. So cook it longer. It's going to taste better. But we're at 240 South Beach Street. Our phone number is 386-265-4778. We take reservations. We take catering is on our website on TheLittleItaliesRestaurante.com.
Filet and lobster pizza coming soon.
Filet and lobster pizza coming soon.
Yes.
Ribeye. I think I'm just going to stay with the filet and lobster pizza. I'll cut up a nice big filet and put it around the whole thing. But
yeah,
I'm going to put 2 or 3 lobster tails on this pizza, and I'm going to do it.
Dude, I honestly would get this just to try it.
I'm gonna do it in a lobster bisque type sauce on the pizza. Oh, it's gonna be fantastic.
Lobster bisque sauce instead of just a red sauce.
It's almost like a la vodka, but I'm gonna do it with a lobster bisque type sauce.
And I think some like gold flakes or gold chips or something.
This guy wants to eat gold so much.
It's just like you see that all the time.
Do you know how much gold is an ounce right now?
Yeah, I'm not trying to swallow it. I'm gonna sell it.
I'm gonna shave some off of it.
Just shave some off it right there. That's $84.
That's 84. That's 1,000,
2,000.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But Mario, we thank you for coming on. Thank you for bringing the food.
My absolute pleasure.
Go check out Little Italy. As Somewhat Tipsy approved, this is the best Italian food that you are going to get in Volusia County and maybe the state of Florida.
Appreciate that.
So you got to check it out. Throw it in the comments if you're going to check it out. If you have tasted it, throw it in the comments. Let us know. And we'll see you next week. Check us out on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, a little bit on Spotify. Yeah, I think that's it.
We're out.
Boom. I think we got it. Have a good night, y'all.
This episode brought to you by Stir Hospitality.
Go to stirhospitality.com if you are a new restaurant. If you're a restaurant that is not seeing the profits that you used to.
Bar and nightclub.
Bar and nightclub too. They will get you back in the black. Stirhospitality.com.